This version of Dreamweaver has made important changes to keyboard shortcuts. Let's take a look at some of the main ones. I've opened index.html in the begin folder of the exercise files for this video, and through the related files bar I can also access an external style sheet and a JavaScript file, but you can follow along using any files. To select a complete line, put your cursor anywhere inside the line and press Ctrl-L on Windows or Command-L on a Mac. That selects the complete line. You can then delete it or use the standard keyboard shortcut, Ctrl or Command-X to cut it. So let's do that, and then we'll paste it in down here. But cutting and pasting copied the new line character at the end of the line, so we need to delete the next line. You can do that by holding down the Ctrl and Shift keys on Windows or the Command and Shift keys on a Mac and pressing D. And that's directly related to how you duplicate a line. Just hold down the Control key on Windows or the Command key on a Mac and press D. So it's Control Command D to duplicate, and to delete it's Control Shift or Command Shift D. And the great thing about these keyboard shortcuts is it doesn't matter where your cursor is in the line, it always affects the whole line. To comment out a line, click anywhere inside that line and then use Control / on Windows or Command / on a Mac, and that comments it out. We're in HTML, so I get the correct HTML comment tags. To remove those comment tags, it's the same keyboard shortcut, Control / or Command /. And this also works with CSS. So if we go to the main style sheet, main.css, just click in any line, use the same keyboard shortcut, Control Command /, and the line is commented out using CSS comment tags. To toggle those comment tags off, the same keyboard shortcut, Control Command /. It also works with a selection, so if we select those lines there, the same keyboard shortcut, it applies a multi-line comment to them. Now I'm recording this on a release candidate of Dreamweaver CC 2017, and it fails to change the syntax highlighting for commented out multi-line sections of CSS until you save, close and reopen the file, but hopefully that'll be fixed in the final release. But the really great thing about this with a multi-line comment is you don't need to select the whole section to remove those comment tags. Just click anywhere inside and use exactly the same keyboard shortcut, Control Command /, and it removes the comment tags from that multi-line section. And it should come as no surprise that the same keyboard shortcut also toggles comments in JavaScript and PHP files. Let's take a quick look at JavaScript. I'm going to go to menu.js. I'll select this section here, use the same keyboard shortcut. This time I don't get multi-line comment tags. Each line is commented out individually, and the same happens with PHP. To remove those individual comments, it's the same keyboard shortcut, Control Command /. If you want to apply a multi-line comment in JavaScript or PHP, you need to use the Apply Comment icon on the Common toolbar. Click that and then select that multi-line comment, and you get the correct multi-line comment tags. To remove those comment tags, the whole section needs to be selected, then click Remove Comment, and those comment tags have gone. Now I'm going to go back to the style sheet and scroll down a little bit. I know I've got a color here which uses alpha transparency. Whenever you have a color with alpha transparency, it's always a good idea to have a fallback solid color for older browsers that don't understand alpha transparency. So click anywhere inside that line. To duplicate, it's Control or Command D. Then click anywhere inside the color value in the first one. And to bring up the color picker, hold down the Control key on both Windows and Mac and then press the space bar. And that automatically brings up the color picker, which has selected the correct color in RGBA. Just click Hex, click Away, and you've got the correct fallback color in hexadecimal. Now this next shortcut is likely to blow your mind. At least it blew mine when I first discovered it. Before showing you, I'm going to switch to split view, and then I'm going to hide the panels by pressing F4. On smaller resolutions, the navigation menu in this site is controlled by a function in the JavaScript file, and it uses a CSS transition to slide the navigation links in and out. So let's find that transition. It's down here. It's on lines 83 and 84. And it uses the ease out timing function. But you don't need to be limited by the standard keywords. Just position the cursor anywhere inside that ease out, then press Control-E on Windows or Command-E on a Mac, and that opens a Visual Transition Curve editor. We need to select one of the points with the mouse, then you can use your arrow keys on the keyboard to move the point. So I'm going to move it up and to the right. Then to move to the other point, press the Tab key, and I'm going to use my up arrow key to take it all the way up to the top there. I've now got a pretty radical curve, and it's all been put into cubic Bezier. So let's see the effect that it has on the menu. Click the menu, and it's brought it in with a really pronounced bounce, and then if I click the menu again, it disappears so quickly. And that's the effect of this really radical curve here. It's probably not the most elegant of transitions, but you can have plenty of fun with this visual curve editor. To access it, just put your cursor inside a transition timing function and press Control-E on Windows or Command-E on a Mac, and that opens the Visual Transition Curve editor. Just to finish off with the keyboard shortcuts, you can now zoom in and out of both Live View and Code View with the standard keyboard shortcuts used by browsers. Control-Command+ to zoom in, Control-Command- to zoom out, and Control-Command-0 to reset back to the default size.